Hello, and welcome to the Musicians Talk Show, episode 34. I'm Dallas Dwight.
Hey, and I'm Matt.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Bandzoogle. Bandzoogle makes it easy to build a stunning website for your music in minutes. Choose from hundreds of mobile-friendly themes, and then customize your design and content in just a few clicks with their super easy-to-use visual editor. All the features you need for a professional website are already built right in, including tools to sell your music and merch commission-free right on your website, mailing list tools to grow your fan list and send newsletters, integrations to pull in content from all your social services, Twitter, Instagram, and so forth, and live support from their musician-friendly team. And they really do have a good support team. They've helped us out with a bunch of things. Bandzoogle plans start at just $8.29 a month, super cheap, and include your own free custom domain name right there in that price. You don't have to go buy it somewhere else and then plug it in and go through all that nonsense. Go to bandzoogle.com to try it free for 30 days. Be sure to use our promo code TMTS to get 15% off your first year. That's TMTS, and we got you guys 15% off. So go build your website, people. What do we got today, Matt?
Oh, we got lots of cool stuff to talk about. Some not so cool stuff to talk about. In your mind.
We run the gamut of coolness here.
On all spectrums of cool.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing, let's talk about this pretty big development that I don't think we've talked about on the show yet.
No, I don't think so.
Which is, we know your band's doing awesome. But what about my band? What's going on with my band?
Yeah, your band.
Which is also our band.
Our band. I mean, it's all our band.
It's just a big family.
It's our bands.
It's a big family of bands.
Yeah, so...
Not a family band.
So the LA Maybe is the band you're referring to.
Yes.
What do we got? I'll let you spill the news.
We have a New Year's Eve show booked at the Sylvia Theater. That's York, SC, South Carolina.
Yep.
So most of our listeners I saw are local or California.
Right,
so,
right. Well, that's good.
If you're in the California camp, sorry.
If you feel like flying in for this New Year's once time.
Well, it's a free show.
Once in a lifetime New Year's show. Because we may not
it's
make
going to be the first show this particular band performs because we need to shoot a promo video to send to venues to do booking and stuff like that. So for us to have the highest quality promo video we wanted to make it a free show, so we packed the house and blah, blah, blah. Plus, it's New Year's. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
beer, wine provided. We're going to be playing. Doors are 7. Doors are 7. I'm remembering here as I say it. Doors are 7. Shows at 9.
Yeah. So that way everybody can hang out and mingle.
Yeah, Pro Secret, though, I think we're actually going to start around like 9:30. So.
Going to push it a little later.
Yeah, because we want to play for about 2 hours, 11:30ish.
Right. You want to end
break
up at
for
midnight.
The ball drop, and then we're hitting the stage again for an extra like 30 minutes.
Right. So, and then how long? I mean, is it going to be open for us to, or the public to be there at least 1 o'clock, 1 in the morning? Is it going to be
something like that? Yeah. I mean, most bars close at 2, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2. Yep.
I don't know the legalities of how this qualifies as a bar or not, but they do have a license, not a liquor license though.
Sure.
So,
cool. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So in order to talk more about this and to talk more about the band in general, we're going to be putting together an episode with all 5 of us in the LA Maybe.
Yep.
So me, Matt, and then we will add Rasan, who you guys have heard before, and then Foz and Goliath, the drummer and the singer, respectively.
Yep.
So we're going to have a nice big LA Maybe episode coming up sometime in the next little bit.
That'll be fun.
It'll be sometime definitely before New Year's.
But that'll be really fun because everybody in this band is like real musicians. That's why it was so easy to have like Rasan on, and we could just as easily have Foz and Goliath on. They'll be able to talk music with us. So it's gonna be a great talk.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited for that one. So,
any idea how long away that is?
I don't know.
Within the next few weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I think we should probably definitely do it within the next few weeks.
Cool.
You guys are hearing us schedule stuff on air. How fun is that?
That's the way we do it.
We schedule all our episodes on air. We email people. We go through our exact email templates with you.
Yep. We'll just actually, we'll CC you guys on the emails. You guys.
Yeah. Send us your email address, and we'll CC you on all booking emails we do.
Sure.
And if you want to be on the show, of course, hit us up.
Just kidding. But that New Year's Eve show, if anybody wants to come out to that, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like I said,
you'd be in a music video. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and we are. So alongside this, we've officially found the guy to mix our album.
Yeah.
We have sent the first single.
You haven't even told anybody
mixed.
that, have you?
Yeah, we don't need to go too much into that, but we have found the person that's going to mix it, and he's awesome. He's got a huge resume. And we've sent the first lead single to be mixed, so that is off being mixed as we speak, and that is going to be released at New Year's as well. So it'll actually probably be released before New Year's, but we will be taking some of the footage from New Year's because we're actually going to debut that song live, which is going to be awesome.
Yep.
First time we're ever playing that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to use some footage from that in a future music video for that song. So
Yeah, so that's what we got going on as far as our music. So that we just want to get that out of the way. We never talk about our own stuff.
We never do, but we will in the future be talking about it every so often. Yeah. It's not going to turn into the LA Maybe show.
No.
We will use our platform for our own gain.
Yeah. So,
but of course, the primary goal is to provide value for people. So we've been sharing some music news this week. What do you got, Matt? What are some things that jump out at you?
As far as
there really hasn't been a ton.
It's not. It's kind of,
it's a bunch of like. So I have this. Well, Chrome actually curates a bunch of things for me, and they're all great. Mm-hmm. But some of them are hilarious. Like it's like Dave Grohl sneezed at a restaurant, and I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I don't care.
Exactly. It's like run the gamut of like giving people just too much.
Like, again, dude. That's amazing.
Running the gamut.
Am
I saying that a lot?
Well, we said it twice, and that's already too many.
It's on my mind, that gamut thing.
But
I mean,
yawning too much.
There's the infinite Guns N' Roses and Dave Grohl news.
Yeah, I clicked Dave Grohl once, and now all it sends me is freaking Dave Grohl news.
And a lot of them
he's a fine dude, but I'm starting to hate him just because so much stuff is popping up about him.
And it's usually good stuff and everything like that, but at the same time, you just, that's what I'm trying to find the right line.
You know that kid in high school in your class the teacher loved, everyone loved. He or she was captain of this, captain of that, head of this, head of that, straight A's, top of the class.
Sure, and you hear that name all the time.
Hated him.
And you hear that name.
That's how I'm starting to feel about Dave Grohl.
I hear you.
It's like, dude, God damn it, how much did he tip the waitress this time? I'm fucking tired of it, dude.
Right, dude. You're referring to the 666. He made his tab be $666,
which is funny. But.
Which is, I forget how much what was the was it 600% or something like that of whatever the tip actually ended up being.
It's ridiculous.
It was crazy. It was super high. I'm sure somebody was very stoked. And somebody out there really loves Dave Grohl and hates the fact that Dallas is always shitting on him.
Yeah. Well, not always, but.
He just said he hates every time he hears his name.
I said I'm starting to, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So, and then it's a lot of Slash news, which I'm not surprised about.
Yeah. So that's the thing is it's like I want to post news, but I don't want it to be the same stuff all the time. If you guys have news articles you find that are interesting and you think the Musicians Talk Show should hear it, please forward it to me. I'll always share good, useful information. So the Instagram page, the Facebook page. I did see
a new one that I liked, and it was Joe Bonamassa said the one thing you shouldn't do after buying a guitar you love.
What's that?
And that's like tearing it apart and like putting in like the pickups you like and the hardware you like. He's like, something special is about that guitar you just bought and you're just tearing it apart.
That's a good point. Like, that's a really good point because there is something.
I'm going to put this bridge because this dude on the internet said it's the dopest bridge. Like, that kind of stuff.
Okay. So let's talk about that for a second. Cause that's a good point. If a guitar plays well and you like that guitar, you have to be very careful that you don't take the guitar apart and take whatever you do like about that guitar out of it. And it's hard to tell sometimes what that thing is.
Yeah.
It's hardware, obviously the pickups, electronics, all that stuff. So that being said, a guitar that doesn't play well, I have no problems taking it. Or if I get a guitar like just out of some weird coincidence, somehow somebody gives it to me, I get it, I trade it, whatever, something like that. And it doesn't play well, and there's nothing I like about it. I do not feel any remorse for just throwing everything at it and going for it, like really going crazy until it sounds
great.
For
me, though, I have an unpopular opinion among gearheads, and that's like, I don't want the guitar to play well. I want to play well. I want to play well on whatever guitar I have in my hands. Yeah. I don't want to have the perfect guitar with the perfect action and the perfect neck and the perfect pickups to be able to play. That's not how it works. It's like
not to be able to play.
It's like, the pro athlete that can only play in the shoes and the perfect shorts and he can only play on his home court, and then you take him out of that and put him somewhere else, give him a different guitar pick. It's like, dude, I kind of jumped analogies there, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
I think
you need to be able to play first and then, hone in on your preferences. I definitely have preferences. I definitely have things I like, picks I like, cables I like, whatever. But at no point is that going to stop me from being the best I can be.
Sounds are the biggest things that I think musicians chase. And I know you're talking about the setup and stuff like that. That's a big part of it. Like it's huge to be able to play the instrument. But the sound is the main part when people modify their instrument. That's what they're trying to change. And it's not all coming from your fingers and all coming from your playing. Like there's only so much you can do with a shitty pickup. There's only so much you can do with shitty electronics.
Yeah, have you seen that video of Paul Gilbert playing Scarified on a Squier though?
Yeah,
so he still sounds like Paul Gilbert. That's not what I'm talking
about, though. But I mean, maybe he sounds like Paul Gilbert because he's playing like Paul Gilbert, but his tone is not nearly as good. There's a reason he plays through his guitar and
preference, but at no point is that going to stop him from being himself and playing, you know, how he plays, no matter what you put in his hand.
No, I disagree.
I don't
think
like
something.
I really don't like the people that are like so into gear, and it's like, well, dude, you need to back up and learn some other shit first. Like,
it's not all
you know?
about gear. Of course not. Of course not. I'm not trying to say that, but there's like a very personal thing about getting your guitar the way you want it to play and the way you want it to sound, the way you want it to feel, the way you want, you know, all that. And it's a very personal thing that everybody goes through. And, you know, like you like the way something looks too, could be another thing. You like the way a guitar looks, but it doesn't sound like your Les Paul and you want it to sound like your Les Paul. There are ways you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a guitar sound like a Les Paul, even though it's not a Les Paul. There's lots of things you can do. You can do
for sure, and do it. I don't give a shit. But I'm saying, like, the people that are like, hey, you know, let me try this Strat, and then they suck ass because they only can play their Ibanez. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not quite where you think you are, bud. Like,
yeah. I guess I know what you're saying.
I know several people like that, and it's frustrating because it's like, oh, I don't have my pick, dude. Sorry, I just don't have my pick. It's like, dude,
there's a lot of people that just like to make excuses too that aren't necessarily true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That. Gear can become an excuse very quickly.
Yeah.
And a lot of guitar players just like gear, so we like to just fuck with shit, and it's like, well, you're missing the whole point. Yeah. And but you know, that's fine. Like maybe that's not the point for them.
The cool thing about gear for me,
they just don't realize it.
The cool thing about gear for me, I've said a lot. I don't know about on the podcast, but I always say it amongst my friends that it keeps your drive going. Like if you're playing guitar all the time, like you have lots of things going on. You're always playing something that'll keep you interested and keep you thinking about the next thing for you, or keep you inspired. Is gear. You know, you could find a pedal that you like that changes the way you do something, or some, you know, it's all kinds of things, you know, like that talk box, you know, we were messing around with the talk box the other day at the Playroom. So, you know, that kind of stuff keeps people interested and keeps them inspired. So there's something to be said for that too. And I'm not saying that everybody should go out and just keep buying gear like a shopaholic, but it helps. Like if you're in a rut, buy one little thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can just scroll through the Kemper and find a tone you like.
How did the rest of that talk box session go? I was there for most of it.
It was good. Yeah, I just recorded everything real quick and left.
Cool.
Took like 10 minutes.
It worked good through the Marshall though.
That sounded way better. Cool. Yeah, I'll show him in a bit. We did a talk box. I've had the same. Is it Heil or Heel?
Hale, I believe, but I don't know. That's
either way you say it. It's about Hitler, and we shouldn't say it. So, but anyway, it's Hiel, and I guess
Hale Sound. I think
that is a German company, though, right?
Yeah, it could be Heil. I don't know.
Anyway, they make a talk box. It's the one Slash uses. The one Frampton uses. It's like the talk box. Yeah. There's like rip-off ones, like Banshee has one. I don't know who makes that, but it's called the Rocktron, I think.
Yeah.
There's some other really bad ones. I had a Dan Electro one for a while that was real bad before I decided to. Yeah, they have
I think that's the cheapest one right now.
But the Heil, however you say it, is that's the talk box, and it's killer. So I had recorded some stuff through my Kemper, but it didn't have the balls I wanted, so I brought it down to the
what do you think that is?
Ran it through Matt's. Probably just a power thing.
Yeah.
Also probably just a tone thing.
I wonder if you could drive doesn't the Kemper have gain inputs? Like you could drive the gain.
You can turn the gain up. Yeah, you can profile a clean amp and then turn the gain up so it sounds like a completely high gain amp. It's crazy.
Whatever the Kemper does.
And vice versa. You can record a high gain amp and turn the gain down and make it a clean amp.
That's interesting.
You can add and remove a lot of stuff, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
but the talk box was really fun. I love that thing. I've had it forever. It's probably the first guitar effect I ever bought. I bought it when I was probably 13.
Cool. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen one hooked up. Actually, we had to hook it up between the head.
I kind of love the fact that the first real pedal or real effect I owned is one of the like rarer ones that you don't really see.
Sure. It's cool.
I'm usually the only guy in a group of guys that has one.
Right.
So.
That's neat.
That's always been fun.
And they're pretty personal. I'm not putting my mouth on that tube.
Yeah, so to use them, if you guys don't know how they're used, it runs the sound through a plastic tube that you would do like a beer.
It's measuring like air pressure.
What do they call those? I don't drink. When you do like the beer through the tube.
I don't know what the name of it is, but they use it for.
I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those tubes. Yeah, so you literally put your mouth on it
in a carboy,
and you like manipulate the sound with your mouth. So you say stuff. You don't say words, like you don't make sound with your mouth, but if you move your mouth in a certain way that mouth the words you're saying,
right? It's air pressure
come through the sound. And then so to that point, you have to use a microphone because just like you're singing. So when you click on the talk box, this is what Matt didn't understand. You kick on the talk box, nothing comes out of the amp anymore. It's all coming through the tube. So that's why you have to have the microphone. Also, I did it with this SM7, so I think that might have something to do with it as well.
Did it with an SM7?
Yeah, when I did it here the first time.
Oh, okay.
So then at your place, I used my 57.
Yeah, and
which is what most people use.
Yeah, I've seen that done a lot. So you never tried it with the 57?
I don't think I have one then.
You would think the 7 would be great.
Yeah, it was fine. It just didn't have the character and the attitude that I wanted.
Interesting.
So that was fun. Yeah, we went down the other day and made that happen.
Yeah.
Heard a band practicing that was pretty not good.
Oh, so yeah. Well, there's always somebody who doesn't sound good at some point.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that you can just walk around the playroom and hear things that are just like
bands of all different experience levels. We'll say.
Yeah, we'll say that. We're all at different stages in the journey, right?
Exactly.
Even if you have been doing it for 20 years and are still in stage 1.
Yeah. So while we're talking about gear, do you want to talk about Slash's new weapon?
This is the big debate Matt and I had earlier today. Slash came out with a new Brazilian something?
Rosewood?
Something. Brazilian something Les Paul.
Yeah, I thought so.
It lists for $12,999. Yeah, so $13,000. And I just think it looks stupid. I think it sucks.
Wow, just go out and say how you really feel then.
And I'm yeah. I don't think it. I mean, I can't say if it's worth 13,000 because I don't know the specs. Like, I mean, maybe it definitely adds up to 13,000, but probably adds up to 10 with their profit or whatever they're doing. But
it's part of the rarity. It's part of the limited edition.
The rarity thing. They only made 150, so that's if you just type Slash Brazilian, it won't bring up his waxes he gets. It will bring up the guitar. I found that out.
Here it is, right here.
You have to make a different search to find the waxes that he gets.
The waxes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The Brazilian waxes.
Oh shit. I didn't know you followed that, dude. All right. So
I think this guitar is just plain and boring and just, I mean, it's all personal, of course, but I would never buy this in a million years. I would buy probably all of his other guitars.
All right. Well, earlier.
If this thing was like $3,000, I would be like, I wouldn't be as offended. I would be like, cool. That's nice.
$3,000 would be a deal on this guitar. Standards are $3,500.
Yeah, but I don't know any of that shit. I'm just talking about,
Well, I'm just saying that this is Slash's signature model. Like, all signature models are more expensive. That's
but should they be?
No, I don't even buy. I wouldn't want one because I don't buy signature model guitars because I'm not trying to be somebody
One of the
else.
Les Pauls I really, really, really want is that AFD signature because that's one of the coolest Les Pauls I've ever seen.
And that one's super right. That one's like
it's the only one that looks like this. But this thing, you can go to Sweetwater and type Les Paul, and the first one that comes up, you can find this exact fucking looking thing.
I don't know. I think it's special. It's got it's got a specific style. Slash had that Joe Perry Les Paul.
Yeah, but that didn't look anything like this, did it?
Yeah, pretty much. It was very similar. That one was maybe darker.
It was the Tobacco Sunburst. And this basically looks like his Tobacco Sunburst, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, let's look up the Joe Perry one real quick.
I just don't know what it is about this one that I just don't like. So it basically comes down to this.
You just think it's not worth the money, right?
It's not even that. I just don't like it. I can't say for certainty that it's not worth the money because that's what I was thinking. It's this, which is like that's just like the standard Les Paul.
Well,
when I say Les Paul, you're probably thinking
that's
like
actually
Cherry
not
Sunburst.
That standard. Back then in the 59, like that era, they didn't even. That was like one of the weirdest ones that came out just dark and it was just different. The other
Here's
ones
another
were all
thing.
brighter.
I've never seen Slash really play a guitar that looks kind of like the one that he has right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's
also look at that right there.
Actually, I've seen him play that one on the solo.
Fucking Junior comes. I also think it looks just like this like $99 Les Paul Epiphone thing.
Too,
like,
but yeah, and that's
exactly
Epiphone.
what it looks like.
That's not what it looks like.
Matt's so worried about how many knobs it has, and he's missing the fact that like if you walk up to anyone on the street and show them these two guitars, they'd probably think it's the exact same guitar.
How about the fact that it's a flat top? That's a bolt-on neck.
Again. Listen to everything you're saying. Listen to everything you're saying right now. This is guitar shit. Think from a perspective of someone that's just in the crowd looking at it.
I don't care about those people. I mean, they're not buying guitars. That's not even in my mindset at this point.
But
because
yeah,
this
but
guitar
you can't
here,
say that it doesn't.
I don't care
like
if people
that's
think that. If people think that that's the same guitar, then they can go fuck themselves.
Not the same
it's
guitar.
Not the same. It's not.
But it looks
not
the
even
same.
close.
No,
it's not.
Yeah, it does.
Not to a guitar player.
Matt's arguing some dumb shit. It looks the fucking same.
Man.
You guys go look it up. All right, we'll put a poll up.
I'll put them both side by side.
These two guitars look the same.
We'll see if people think
we'll put this $99 Epiphone that looks hilarious.
Is it $99 though? Because I bet that's still $130. I bet it's $130.
Okay, all right, $40. We'll put it next to the $13,000.
How many? What's the percentage difference there?
Not very big.
Let's find out how much what can we get a special?
What can we get a Les Paul Special 2 for?
Hang on, let's see.
Epiphone 2. I bet it's a $99 starter kit with the amp. Matt is searching here.
Cool. We'll see if it.
By the way, guys, it absolutely looks the same.
Here we go. 150. So I was actually undershooting it.
150 is
that same one.
This is the one we're looking at.
That's the one. That's the one, dude. 150. Yeah,
Musician's Friend has it at 150.
Okay. You can get it in black, or you can get
open
it in
box
burst.
for 120.
Oh, and actually, this one's got a worse bridge than that one we saw.
You
before.
can tell it's
the other one had a tone
so
pro.
small.
That's a Fender bridge.
Look how big the pickups are in relation to the.
This thing's a piece of junk, man.
Like, so funny. Dude.
I can't believe you're comparing that to Slash's new guitar.
Yeah, but come on, dude. I know you're saying dots. Let's put it on and all this shit, but
let's put it on Instagram and
we're gonna put a poll up.
We'll see if people think that.
Who agrees with Dallas? Who agrees with Matt? This guitar looks the same.
I think I'm gonna win this one, bro.
And of course, it's
this
not
one
the
looks like a
exact
toy,
same.
dude. This one looks like a toy. I'm telling you, man. I think that and guitar players more than anything would know. That one looks
Look at
better.
this.
The
If
one
I go back
that one
and
looks
forth,
better.
You know what I'm saying, though. Tell me you're not just going like, I don't have a fucking clue. You think they look
if you
the
look
same.
at the color, yes, maybe. Look how much darker the fretboard is. That's real rosewood, Brazilian rosewood.
I'm not saying that one's better. I'm saying they look the same.
I just can see quality way like more blatantly than that. Like I see a quality instrument there, and I see a piece of
Because
junk
it's taken
here.
with that's taken with.
And the
someone's
pictures are
fucking
different
phone, you can tell.
size. Nah, I don't know about that. That's off of Epson.
I'm not going to sit here and say they're the same guitar. That's stupid. But like, come on, like they look similar.
Well, let's make a poll and find out.
They're the same color. Like, let's put it that way.
That's so mean. Well,
What's the first thing you, well, let's talk about guitars. When you see a guitar, what's the first thing you notice? Matt notices the fucking like tuning pegs. Normal person's going to notice, oh, it's a red guitar.
Dude, I noticed the scale length. That's the first thing I noticed.
Matt notices dumb shit that nobody cares about.
I'm like, dude, is that a 24 3/4 inch scale?
Matt's like, dude, nice pots. It's like, you didn't have a guitar wouldn't even open. Like, what?
Those are some sick pots,
But
bro.
most people are going to notice, oh, it's a green guitar. Oh, it's a red guitar. Oh, it's a black guitar.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They're not going to be noticing the fucking quality of the maple that the fucking top is in.
And we're talking noticing, so that's kind of all arbitrary, right? Because this is not what you're paying for is not because what people notice about your guitar. What you're paying for is your instrument. So all that is arbitrary if you're arguing just the way it looks. If you definitely want people to see you.
Here's the thing: every Les Paul Jr. I've seen looks like this new fucking one Slash has, and I hate the Les Paul Jr. So I just don't like the look of it.
Well, Les Paul Jr. is a flat top.
Yeah, that sucks too.
I mean,
okay, so arch the top, fine, but it still looks the fucking
an arch
same.
the top of Les Paul Jr. and it's a Les Paul.
Spooky background. That's not the right one.
No, man, stop flipping through my tabs.
But it's
crazy. You never know what you're gonna find. Man.
Trying to find the one we're on here.
All right, I got a picture of that already. I'm gonna take a picture of the Les Paul Jr. and see if
we'll find the similar picture here. Matt's gonna skew the results.
A similar picture? I think this one right here is the one that people need to see.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a piece of junk.
That is. It's so bad.
I don't know what. Get out of here. All these ads.
Hey guys, never buy Epiphone. Just save up and get a Gibson.
Oh, wow. People don't have that option, dude. It's hard.
Yeah, for sure. But just don't buy an Epiphone.
Everybody gets a Squire for their first guitar.
Yeah, usually it's a Squire. Squires are better than Epiphones. 100%.
Why won't it let me take this picture? It won't let me take it.
Can you just screenshot it?
Oh, that's a good point. Now that I'm out of there. Hey, hold on.
So we'll put a poll up for you guys.
Anyway, so what's next on the agenda to talk about?
Settle this debate for us.
Yeah, do we have any more guitar stuff we want to talk about while we're on the subject? Or that's a long Let's edit that to be 3 seconds shorter.
I'll do the Pro Tools chopper goes that thing.
EDM style, baby.
Was there any music news you wanted to add to what we have already said? I mean,
not really. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm not like avoiding the news. I'm just trying to make sure that everything we post is quality content. That's all.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna try. You know, I'm trying. I don't want to drown everybody out with what Slash ate for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about that.
You care. You're like, what, Wheaties?
Bring it in too.
Sure, dude.
We're cropping pictures live for you guys.
I'm going to have this Instagram post up before the episode's released.
We're going to take a screen video of us.
I don't know why we're doing this on air. All right, anyway. So,
Matt's so passionate that this guitar is not look the same as a Junior.
I can't wait to just throw it in your face when everybody votes for my guitar versus yours.
Everybody thinks that. That's what they think. I still think it sucks ass.
I hope everybody votes.
No, I'm sure it's a beautiful guitar in person. I'm sure it plays amazing. I don't care. I don't like it. So, I say that while saying I've loved every other signature model he's ever had, and I thought they were the coolest looking guitars on the planet. And then he comes out with this one for double the price of the other ones.
The price that's hanging you up,
and
I think.
It's like
I think
it's not the price.
Guitar is a limited built guitar.
Before I saw
probably
the price,
had limited materials.
150, yeah, 150 were made.
Probably limited materials. You know, like the wood for guitars, like the Brazilian rosewood.
Yeah, but dude, I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I just don't care about that stuff.
Well, that's why it costs more money, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't care about that stuff.
I'm just trying to justify it for you.
Right. No, I understand why it costs that. I'm sure they did the math and said, hey, it costs $9,000 to make and we need to make a profit, so let's make it $13,000.
Yeah,
I get that that's how it works.
Sure.
But
Gibson's not exactly doing great.
I'm not going to pay $13,000 for a guitar that I think looks stupid. Like,
you don't have to. You don't have to. There's 150 people that are going to buy that guitar.
Yeah.
Guarantee
Well,
it.
Slash probably has 20 of them, so.
Nah, I think he only takes like the first one or two.
And he definitely has prototypes and shit, too.
Yeah, right. He probably has a lot of those. Anyways.
But
yeah.
So what I didn't like about it was just like twice as expensive for half as cool,
and I get that. I totally get that. But You know what I mean? Like I'm just coming at it from like,
because the first thing I saw was the picture of it, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, dude, every guitar you've dropped has been amazing.
All right. So here, let me just run.
I see this one. My first thought was like, that sucks.
Let me stay on this subject for just a little bit longer, and then we'll move on. But I just want to say, run a little thought experiment here.
Let's do it.
What would a $13,000 guitar look like? $13,000 guitar look like? Are you saying no guitar is worth? Are you saying no guitar is worth $13,000?
No, I saw the Jimi Hendrix Strat in Orlando. There's one of them.
Stratocaster is so much simpler than a Les Paul.
This was just a plain white one, dude. It was $150
grand.
Yep.
All right. So wait.
And you know, Slash has several in his collection that were like $345, like multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. I mean, is it because the top is so plain? Is what I'm wondering. Is like, do you think that like a more expensive
Well, no. Here's
guitar...
what it comes down to. It reminds me of a Les Paul Jr., and I fucking hate Les Paul Jr.'s. That's just what it reminds me of.
But why does it remind you of a Les Paul Jr.? Because the top is so plain?
It looks just like one.
So Billy Gibbons Custom 59 is $6,500.
$7,000. That's even less expensive than his Anaconda one.
It's almost half as expensive.
Yeah.
It's
and that's just like,
$500
dude, just buy a regular Les Paul. That's just a cherry sunburst Les Paul.
That one doesn't look as nice as the one on Gibson's website, where that's the Billy Gibbons like
yeah, because they pay the
this one here. That's $13,000. There you go. That's the one, the pearly gates.
Okay, what is that? Reverb though?
Yeah,
somebody just set
that. That's used.
Somebody just set that price though.
Well, they're probably based on something. But anyways, $13,000 for a Billy Gibbons Gibson.
Mm-hmm. And if you get a nice enough camera,
that's got a big, nice top on it. I think it's cracked artificially, like made to look old.
I'd be totally honest. I'm not into guitar collecting, and I honestly think a lot of it's kind of silly.
Oh, it's definitely silly.
Kind of like, oh, dude, this guitar was made in 1950. Fucking dude.
You could make
that's
the
cool.
Like,
I just want to play, dude. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, 59, 58, 44. I don't care. Like, I just want to play guitar.
You can make the argument that all collecting is that same exact argument for all collecting.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying. So, like, if you're calling out that, then calling out collecting is weird. It's a weird thing that people do.
I like having a lot of guitars. I don't care about digging through Reverb to find the one Les Paul that was made, by the hands of God or whatever. Like, I don't care. Like,
when you play it, maybe you'll care.
Like, I doubt it though, because I never will.
You won't
have to pay $13,000 to get it. So.
People who pay that much for guitars, let me tell you, aren't spending their life savings on those guitars.
Absolutely,
they're the people who have.
But they're also the people that probably don't play.
There's probably people who play on the road.
Very few.
I
would argue there's very few collectors that play really well. Joe Bonamassa is one that I can think of. Who else?
Slash for sure is a collector.
Is he a collector though?
Yeah,
he only has
he
has a bunch of Les Pauls though. Like, it's all one guitar basically.
No, he's got more than that.
He's got like a Mockingbird, but like, come on.
He's got his double neck.
He's not a collector like Joe Bonamassa. Joe Bonamassa goes to these stores and finds like the vintage Fender amp that was made in like 1910 or whatever.
What about Nigel?
He seeks that shit out. Slash just gets them sent to him. Like,
what about Nigel from Spinal Tap?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
He does have a bunch of guitars.
And he's probably making fun of exactly what I'm saying right now, isn't he? I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Gross.
And I don't know. I mean, for me, I used to be, all about gear and shit, but it's definitely become less about gear, more about just
you're like converted over to the Kemper side, and now you're just like, man, digital all the way.
I just want to make music and play.
Guitars?
I don't want to talk about pickups a fucking second longer. I just want to play. Like, I don't care. People always ask me, like, dude, what pickups are that? The guitar sounds sick. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, whatever came in it. Like, it's coming from my hands, dude. Like,
I know other people like that too. It's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to love it. You don't have to like be into every aspect of it. But I choose to delve into all the details because I think it does make a difference. Like, I feel like I know my instrument better and I'm like more one with it when I know everything about it. I've taken it apart. I know what I love about the guitar,
Mm-hmm. That's coming from like a physical perspective. I think I'm coming from like a musical perspective where it doesn't matter what piano I'm playing. The notes are the same and how they work together is what interests me more than, pickups. And
pickups make the notes sound how they sound though. They make the tone like
they can definitely manipulate it, but you can like give me any guitar, dude. I'll play something that feels and sounds like me. It doesn't matter. Change the pickups, don't change the pickups. Give me a different pick. Don't give me any pick. Plug me into a clean amp, plug me into a distortion amp. Like, I'll still do what I need to do. Maybe not.
Yeah, probably.
But it's not going to stop me.
I'm going to go with probably not. And here, let me say, like, just the fact that everybody gets to tweak their instrument to be the way they want. Like, we have all the time in the world. Like, you can't spend every waking minute of your life playing guitar. There are other time in between there, and I choose to spend my time modifying and tweaking it to my liking. And I do find it makes a big difference. Like, changing pickups in my guitar. Like, the most expensive guitar I've ever bought is my ESP. And that's a Japanese made. It's a sweet guitar. It's a Horizon, and it came with active pickups in it. I played like that for a long time, but then I played some other guitars and I was like, I don't really need active pickups. My amps are high gain enough and everything. So
Yeah.
I wanted to go to a passive sound, and I switched to passive pickups in there.
For me,
I love
it's
that
kinda
guitar
like,
way more than I ever loved it before.
if you for me, if you over tweak your shit, it's like practicing basketball on like the 8-foot goal, and then someone gives you a 10-foot goal, and you're like, oh fuck, what? I can't do anything, dude. You know what I mean? It's like I'm so used to playing.
So
with
you're
this,
saying that
I'm so used to playing this Ibanez neck through this high gain amp that if you give me anything less than that, my playing sucks.
So your argument is that since one day you might have to play a worse guitar,
Not one day. It's because
You're gonna play a worse
It's because
guitar?
you are your gear, and that scares me. I don't want to be my gear. I want to be good with or without
you
gear.
don't have to be scared of that.
You know what I mean?
really do not have to be scared of that, because no matter what it is about that gear that makes it the why you want it, like the reason you want it, it doesn't, like that is why, and you can take that gear with you. Guitars especially, like,
Yeah, but to me, that's not being the best guitar player you can be. That's
if
being
you're-
60% and then using cheat
here's-
codes for the other 40. You know what I
here's
mean?
news though, Dallas. You don't have to be the best guitar player ever.
Yeah, but you're not type A like me. I got to go after shit and tackle it and be
Okay.
the best I can possibly be at
all
all times.
I'd be the best self that I can possibly be, but that's the only thing I'm trying to compete against. I'm not trying to compete against
That's what I'm saying.
who's the best player. Like, I'm not trying to be Yngwie Malmsteen, because that to me isn't the, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, even if I was faster or better in some whatever way, like, what does that take
I like
about me?
what Joel Hoekstra said, but I think it was episode like 13 or something. He said he likes the guitar to fight back a little bit. And to me, all the like gear junkies are all about like making it as easy as possible to play certain things. It's kind of like, dude, I kind of want like a little bit of fight. I kind of want to earn this. Like,
I would say I get like the fight from like going to a higher gauge strings. Like, that's enough for me right there. That's why I choose higher gauge strings, because I like to be able to really work on it and push on it. You know what I mean? For me.
yeah.
I don't know that what other way it's going to fight back at you. I mean, with gear.
Oh yeah, play
If
an
it's
Ibanez,
buzzing.
play an Ibanez with like a paper thin neck and huge frets, and then play a Les Paul and tell me you don't know what the fight is about, dude. They're so different.
Well, it's heavier.
It's not the weight; it's the way the guitar is shaped and the way you have to play to make it sound a certain way is very
I
different.
guess, yeah, there's less access on a Les Paul.
Because I've played those. I had a bunch of Ibanez S series at one point, and I got rid of all of them. It was just too like I just don't like that word.
I don't like
anymore.
Ibanez. I don't like Ibanez guitars. I'll say it right now. I've never liked them, and I don't understand why, but I've played so many different guitars, and lots of them that are shaped like that. It's not that. I just don't like them. I think they're going about it in a different mind perspective than I go about looking for a guitar. You know what I mean? There's like two different wants out of a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's different brands, you know? That's why there are different people who do different styles.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a good guitar talk, I guess. We don't have
Yeah.
to go too much more into that.
Yeah.
I know you don't like Slash's new guitar. I personally think that there's a market for it. I've been
Here's the thing: if you had 13 grand,
grand,
would you buy it?
if I had 50 grand, I'd probably buy it.
My
Did I tell
question
you
now
anything?
becomes: would you spend the other 47 on first?
Well, I mean, it's just all about how much money you have.
37, sorry.
It's all about how much money you have in the bank. That,
I'm saying
that
if I gave you
dictates how
13
much you're willing
grand
to
and said,
spend.
"Here, you said you liked it, go buy it," would you buy it or would you go buy other shit?
If you gave me 13 grand, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
If
You might
I
as well
said-
just give me the guitar.
If I said, no, I'm not giving you the guitar. I'm giving you the choice, the option to
Then
buy the
that's
guitar.
just like
Right now,
having
you couldn't
13
buy it no matter how bad you wanted it.
That's just like me having $13,000 in my bank account.
But if I
Which
gave
is
you
not-
no, but you're missing the point. If you can't buy it no matter what, if you wanted it or not, you couldn't buy it right now. If I said, "Hey Matt, here's 13 grand," you know, have
me,
a
though.
good day.
That's me though.
And I say, and
What I
you
could do with
say,
that
would you buy
13
that
grand-
guitar or would you go buy other shit?
Here's the thing. That's me. I don't need a Les Paul like that where I need to spend all of my money. If I had
no.
if I had exactly $13,000 in my bank account, I could think of so many better ways to spend that.
Right.
But somebody with $50,000 in their bank
Right.
account,
Okay. So
will
you
spend
answered,
that 13
you answered
grand.
my question.
We'll spend that 13 grand in a second.
It'd have to be probably way more than 50. But yeah, you're right.
Maybe.
How much?
My point being
percentage
is that
would you
there's
spend
definitely
on a
150
guitar?
people out there that play guitar and really love Slash that will spend that money.
And the people that buy it will probably buy 2 of them. So like,
You never know.
who cares?
Well,
but-
all I'm saying is that you can speculate all you want. They're going to sell. You know what I mean? They're going to sell those guitars.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess. Yeah, I would also argue you'll probably never see anyone play one. So
Probably. Yeah, it's probably a good argument. I mean, you never know though.
the people. I mean,
You might
in
see
my
Slash
mind, the
play
people
one.
that are serious, yeah, you'll see him play them because they're his. But
Yeah.
and he's got to sell them. So
Yeah.
So also supposedly Gibson's getting out of bankruptcy or already got out of bankruptcy.
Oh yeah,
So that's cool.
that is cool. They're still not doing so hot. I don't think. I think they had to sell a
Yeah,
lot.
all the comments on this post were like, and that's why they're bankrupt because no
Right.
one can fucking buy their shit.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Right.
How many people would you go talk to on the street before you found one that could afford that guitar? 350, like
Depends
1,000.
on what street
Like,
you were on. I guess if you're on fucking Rodeo Drive, maybe.
just go down New York City Street, in like Main Street, fucking.
Excuse me, sir. Are you buying the new Slash?
Yeah. It's like, who's Slash?
Are you
What?
buying the new Slash guitar?
I don't know half the words you just said. Get out of my face. Looks like a Les Paul Jr. See ya.
Right.
That's what he says.
I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody buying the new Slash album, which brings us because nobody's buying albums anymore. They're just streaming it. That's all I was saying.
Sure.
I'm not saying that.
Sure.
I'm not saying anything bad about it because it's an amazing record.
And that brings us to our album review.
It's time for an album review.
That's what I was getting at. You read my mind, Dallas.
Living the Dream, Slash. I know for a fact he didn't record any of it with that $13,000 guitar.
Maybe he did. Maybe
On Mark Maron, he talked to all the guitars he recorded with. That one wasn't fucking one of them. He had a 50 something or the other. I don't know.
He's saving this one for the new Guns N' Roses record.
And then no, he uses that same clone he's had since Appetite. He records every album with that thing.
Well, it's been 14 years since.
Way more than 14. I get the
How many years has it been
since Appetite?
No, the last Guns record. Last record he recorded with Guns is all I'm saying.
Oh no, every record he's done with that.
What I'm saying, how long has it been though? So has that guitar been in a closet somewhere?
What do you mean?
He hasn't recorded a Guns record in 14 years.
Yeah,
but
you're
more than that.
Way more than 14.
Because it's been Use Your Illusion.
Came out in like 92, right? That's when I was born, so 25.
Damn.
But also, you're missing what I'm saying.
Wait a minute,
every album he has recorded, Velvet Revolver, Slash's Snake Pit, all the solo stuff, Guns N' Roses.
I hear you.
It's
Maybe that guitar doesn't even exist anymore. It's 25 years since it's been on a record. No, I'm just kidding. It definitely exists. I'm just joking.
No, I get what you're saying, but I still feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I guess not. You said every guitar, every Guns N' Roses record he's recorded.
No, not Guns N' Roses. Every record he has recorded.
I thought you were saying Guns
Slash's Snake Pit, Velvet Revolver, Guns N' Roses, all of his solo stuff.
I thought you were just saying Guns records.
It's been that he uses that same...
Dark in here, dude. I feel weird looking at this.
Yeah, it's getting dark. It's that same clone that the AFD one's modeled after that I like so much.
Right.
I forget who he said made it.
Max Derrig.
Derrig. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Is that D-O-E-R-I-G?
D-E-R-R-I-G.
Yeah, he said they're like super valuable now.
That guitar?
Like just that guy's work.
Yeah, that guy was making the clones back in the day, back when Gibson wasn't making guitars like that. They switched to making that fucking SG, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they called it, the Les Paul, and everybody was like, what? Like, now we don't have this guitar, it's gone? And then everybody started copying them. I'm like, all right, we'll make our own.
That's super lame.
So then they were like,
that's when the lawsuits came out, the Ibanez?
Yeah, definitely. Well, everybody made those guitars. And
we had an Ibanez
even
lawsuit
before they stopped making that.
And then the Journey tribute, we had an Ibanez lawsuit, one of the real ones from like 75 before, I think 475.
Nice. That's cool.
Sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, dude, they're not good.
I have one that's good.
And a lawsuit from Ibanez?
Not a lawsuit, but I have a not an Ibanez.
This thing was literally called the Ibanez lawsuit.
A copy.
Yeah, I've had plenty of good Les Paul copies. My first real electric guitar was a Samick.
But one of those old ones, like 1970s SG.
To me, though, they're never Les Paul. Like this one had a little cut out of it that made it look a little different, and that was kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, so this Living the Dream album.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's got all sorts of good stuff on it. Really good guitar work.
Dude, I love
drums sound massive.
Some of those riffs are fucking.
Yeah, I think it's his best one yet. To be honest, I was starting to get bored with it.
How about the digital versus analog? Let's talk about it.
Like, dude, I thought this one sounded better than
it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it possible that it's better, literally just for the recording process being digital?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Even if the sound quality is better, the recording process being different and changing the way you can do it probably makes this thing sound so much better too. Like all of it together is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you may have more, I'm sure they have more flexibility on the back end.
That's what I'm saying. So they don't have to.
I also know that Slash doesn't like to fuck with shit after it's done.
Right. So he probably went in there.
They don't edit drums. They don't do any of that stuff. So.
Well, man, that's interesting because
check out that Mark Maron interview with him, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're interested in Slash, because that's where I'm getting any of this shit I'm saying from.
Yeah. So it's awesome though that it sounds as good or better than the previous records. And
to me it sounds better, and that's not knowing it's digital and liking digital or any of that shit. I just think it sounds better. I also think the material. But
you did know it was digital though before it came out, right?
Somewhere around the time it came out, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I really dig it. And I think we had the song list pulled up there before. Can you pull it back up or?
Yeah.
There's a couple of the songs that I really liked. I like the first song comes out. It's always good, heavy hitter.
Yeah. What was the name of that one?
It's so hard for me to remember song names. So
yeah, because what I do is I hit play and then I don't look at it again.
Right, you're just listening.
Done. Where was it?
I don't know.
Scrolling
it's got that colorful
iTunes.
Album, dude.
Gonna find the album.
It's got that colorful album.
Frank Sinatra right now, huh? I'm just talking, but then I add vibrato.
I definitely wasn't a fan of the album cover. I'll say that.
I think it's cool. I think it's different. Finally, everything they've been doing is the fucking same. Red, black, hot woman, skull. Done. Like, fucking seen that a million times.
I love that though.
Yeah, but that's fucking boring.
It's their aesthetic. I just think this is a little childish.
This is cool and different, I think. Okay. Colorful and interesting.
Well, to each his own. Anyways, Call of the Wild is the first song. And I think Serve You Right is a great follow-up to that. Like,
honestly, I don't remember any of these by title, but I like them all. One of them had a really, really cool guitar part leading into the solo where he does like a really fast alternate picking, which is not really his thing, but I thought it was cool to hear that.
Yeah. Slow Grind is
the
great.
one you loved is Gone. I know that one, and I like that one. And The Great Pretender is really cool.
Yeah.
The one he was saying he used that other 50 whatever guitar on was the Call of the Wild and the Great Pretender. It has like a much brighter. It's the one with the soapbox or soap bar pickups, whatever.
Right. Yeah. P90s. So, dude, yeah, it's a great record, man. I'm so glad that it came out great, and we had a podcast with Todd Kearns. So that's not out yet, though, is it?
Todd's coming out soon.
So look out for that. And he was the bass player on this record. So, and he's a great guitar player and songwriter on top of that. So you guys should really check that out.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff.
Check out Todd Kearns.
Todd.
Damn it, Kearns.
Damn it, Kearns. That's right. He's Canadian, so that's cool.
Anyway, so what a fucking great album review / Living the Dream. Go check it out.
I think he really is living the dream. I wonder if that's where it came from, or if that's something Miles was like, dude, you're living the dream. That's what I'm naming the album.
Could be.
I wonder which one it is. I don't know. We'll never know. But anyways, it's time for the solo of the week.
Solo of the week.
Without You by Michael Romeo. Yep.
But it's Symphony X song from Underworld.
Symphony X, yeah.
The album Underworld.
Let's take a listen first. Hey, what's up, guys? Dallas here. You know what time it is. YouTube won't let us play the solo of the week here. So if you want to check it out, feel free to subscribe to us on iTunes or just search it on your own. Let's get back to the show. Damn.
That bug really distracted you, huh?
The bug really threw me off the game. I need to kill it. I need to kill all bugs.
Wow, that was an amazing solo.
Yeah, the solo was amazing. What do you guys think? Cool. Awesome. Thanks for listening.
I'll tell you what I think, in case you're talking to me when you said you guys. I think that it's really fucking awesome how he says, without you, and then he fucking...
Yeah, then the solo comes in. Yeah, I also like that it's kind of like potentially a slight tempo change. Definitely a big feel change.
Big feel change.
Totally different.
I love the bar technique he's using. Wow.
Oh, yeah. All sorts of cool stuff. And Romeo's phenomenal, of course. This solo has technique aplenty.
Yeah.
But also,
if you guys don't know who
I'm
Michael
very
Romeo
happy
is.
with his lyrical ability on this one, right? It's like he's really speaking with the guitar with all these really nice things. Another thing, you guys know I love this. The solo sounds improvised. Whether it was or not, who knows? He probably worked it out. But it really has an improvised vibe. It sounds like someone was like, hey, take a take, and he threw it down and it was done.
Yeah.
And that's probably not how it happened, because that is extremely rare and almost impossible for solos that are that difficult to play. But,
he is Michael Romeo.
Can pull it off. And I think the big thing is think about acting. It's not, we all know you're acting when we see the movies, right? Mm-hmm. But you make us feel like you're not.
Exactly.
That's what a good actor is. And I think that's what a good guitar solo is. Like, we all know you probably worked this solo out for 6 months before you recorded it. But I want it to sound like you just made it up right there.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
That's the most eloquently I've ever explained that.
That was a good analogy. Michael Romeo, I've seen him play like 5 times for Symphony X. Like,
and he's just so bad.
Every freaking time I see him, I think to myself, I'm just going to go home and throw all my guitars away. I mean, the guy is
I was
ridiculous.
kidding. He's insane. And the riff for the song Nevermore, which we will not talk about here today, the main riff requires like a very advanced level of guitar playing to be able to play the main riff. Usually the main riff is like, oh, we can all play the main riff at least, but we can't play the solo. Nope, can't play the main riff. No. Way too hard.
Yeah,
every riff in that song is just like, nope, can't do that one, can't do that one, can't do that one. Damn it.
I think virtuoso is an understatement for that guy.
Yeah, and very aloof from what I understand. Very quiet, soft-spoken, keeps to himself, doesn't do social media.
One of the shows I saw of Symphony X, it was his birthday, and that was like the most expression I've seen out of him.
I think we've done the Nevermore solo.
Did we?
Because I definitely remember talking about this on the solo.
I thought we just looked and said we'd never done a Symphony X.
I don't know if we have or not.
We just looked.
I definitely love that Nevermore solo. It would not surprise me if we did that one.
Let's see. Hang on.
We're going to find out here in a minute.
Not that I
don't see it on here.
I don't know. Maybe we talked about it some other time, but...
It's possible we talked about it.
Or we didn't do the album, did we?
We may have.
No, not that I see.
Nope. Anyway, that album, Underworld's amazing. The one before it, Iconoclast, is maybe even more amazing.
Yeah, all their albums, first of all, let's just say that they're amazing musicians.
Yeah, the first few for me, I can't get into them as much just because the production's not there, I would say. And we talked about this with Lee Luland a little bit.
I feel like there's another album I'm thinking of that I can't quite put my finger on right now, too. Symphony X, man.
Paradise Lost? Is that what
that's the one.
Yeah, so those are the three that they did that actually have really, really amazing production.
Paradise Lost may be like I don't know about the newest one, maybe second to newest.
No, Underworld's the newest, then Iconoclast, then Paradise Lost.
Okay.
So it's the third newest.
Okay, sorry.
Unless they came out with something even more new, but that's what I'm up to date on.
Yeah, that's a great
album. If you want to hear some of the best metal riffs that are just interesting and cool and groovy and heavy and amazing, dude, every song on Iconoclast, go listen to it.
Yeah.
Some of the heaviest, most amazing riffs. Also for amazing riffs, listen to Lynch Mob.
Yeah, George Lynch.
What was the name of the album, dude? Can you pull it up? Can you pull up Lynch Mob?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the album.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna stall while Matt pulls it up.
Which one of those was it?
Definitely wasn't Revolution. That was the really bad one. Not Smoke. Smoke This was the really bad one, maybe.
Okay, I don't know.
Wicked Sensation was the first one.
I know. Right? I know the George Lynch is a killer guitar player.
Maybe it was the one that was self-titled.
Here and there from.
Nah, dude. I actually don't think it's on streaming services because it was not on Apple Music either, and I had to download it. Let me see if I have it in my iTunes here.
It wasn't like a single.
You guys can listen in real time while we discover Lynch Mob.
It wasn't like,
dude. Someone at home listening to this is screaming it.
Oh, I know.
Screaming it at the computer right now.
We can't hear you.
Listening to.
We can't hear you.
Try a little louder. Not Lynch Mod.
That Mitch Hedberg joke. He's the guy.
Smoke and Mirrors, dude. Smoke and Mirrors.
Cool.
Okay, that whole song has some of the most insane riffs, especially the title track, Smoke and Mirrors. About 3/4 of the way through, he goes into the dopest riff. And there's several riffs on this album that just made me think like, okay, Lynch is the king of riffs. Got it.
All right, well, we're going to have to make a solo segment and maybe album review. Maybe album review on Smoke and Mirrors.
Smoke and Mirrors. I'll play it for you as soon as we're done here.
Cool.
We're done here. Anything to add?
Oh, this is great.
This has been a good episode of fighting about Slash's guitar.
I'll fight y'all. Dude, you want to wrestle right after this? Get it all out?
If you guys want a $13,000 Les Paul Jr., have at it, dude.
I do.
You said you didn't.
Well, I said if I had $50,000, 50 million. If I had $50 million,
$50 million, I'll buy it.
If I had $50,000 in the bank, if I had $50,000 in the bank, I'd spend 13 on that guitar.
I still think that's irresponsible.
It is. That's my life.
The percentage of 50 to 13 is like, or the ratio, I suppose you should say, which is also
be half of 13.
That's still like too much. Like,
or double 13.
You know what I mean?
23%.
Oh, it's like almost 4 times, but still.
Oh, right.
Right around 4 times, right? 4 would be 49. Dude, did I just crack this?
Oh, you broke your cup holder, bro.
This isn't a cup holder. This is a coaster.
Coaster, I mean. It is the same thing. I think a coaster is a cup holder. No, I think a coaster is a cup holder, but a cup holder is not a coaster.
So it's like the square rectangle thing, right? We're way off topic. We'll see you guys next time. We're going to listen to Smoke and Mirrors. I thought we signed off
already. What happened?
All right. You see you guys later. Hey, guys. First of all, thank you so much for listening. If you could please take a quick moment to subscribe on iTunes and leave a rating and review. Your feedback seriously is really important, and it helps us keep the show alive.
Check out musicianstalkshow.com to sign up for our mailing list. If you do, we're going to send you our main theme song and a few other surprises. Plus, you'll always be the first to know what episodes are coming up.
If you want to help support the show so we can keep putting out the highest quality content possible, please follow the Support the Show link at our website and consider donating to our Patreon page.
Lastly, if you have an idea for a guest or a question you want to discuss, contact us through any of the contact forms on our website, and we'll do everything we can to make it happen.
Whew, all right. That was a lot, but we got through it. Thanks again, guys, and we will see you soon.